Yeah, I can probably see it. Okay. Okay, I got interrupted there because there's a lot of people where I am on their computer. So the server, everything's going slowly. Hey, Lauren. I'm back. Like I was just saying, G, everywhere, like so many people on their laptops today. Oh my gosh. This is what happened. That's what probably cut me up. So to my subs who may not know who Loki Doodles is, I was in a stream with her a couple weeks ago, and it was so much fun. And it got a little personal at times. We were all talking about some bad struggles we had when we were kids growing up, and we could all relate to each other. And it was really nice how everybody was comforting each other in that stream. And it's a nice community being part of the peeps and Loki Doodles and G and stuff. It was really nice. It was really positive and. Loki and it's people like Loki who make me do what I do, and G as well, and Lauren, and whoever's in the stream. Because if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't know Loki, G, or any of you guys. I wouldn't know any of you guys if it wasn't for YouTube. So thank God for YouTube and that. Oh, I'm probably gonna see an advisor after med-term or midterm. What are you saying, Loki? Because you're losing me there. Midterm or midterm? Hey Loki, are you far from El Paso or no? Loki, have you ever read the investigative summary? Have you and G ever read that? Zia Sal and I read it together one time. Actually, no, not together, but she gave it to me to read, and I read it about it in like November. It was very haunting. It was very creepy reading that thing. You ever read it, the investigative summary? It tells you a lot. And a lot of things I didn't know is that he apparently had some feuds with the same roommates he had when he killed them and when he died. Yeah, he apparently had some feuds with them. I think George Chin was one of the guys. He stole candles from Ellie Roger, and Ellie Roger called the police in early February to deal with the issue, and they found that George did indeed steal his candles. And yeah, everybody keeps saying that that Ellie Roger is half Malaysian, half British. She's not half Malaysian, half British. She's half British, but his mom, in terms of her DNA, she's completely Chinese because her parents were immigrants from China who's trying, I think, escape the Chinese Revolution or something, and that's why they ended up in Malaysia. So it's like I'm Canadian, but I don't have any indigenous Canadian blood in me because my parents are from India, Indo-Trinidadian, but I don't have any Canadian blood in me. And so Ellie Roger has zero Malaysian blood in him. So he's half Chinese, half um, Caucasian British. My gosh, he came out like considering that Lee Chin and Peter are ugly. Their kids came out good looking. I'm just gonna say. We'll have to do the investigative summary next. Yes, but you have to before you and Loki get to that G, you have to take your breath and read it because throughout the thing it refers to him as the suspect and the subject. So it doesn't refer to him as Ellie Roger. It says his name is Ellie Roger, but throughout the whole thing, it doesn't. Nick Kang. Let me look up this dude, Nick Kang. Oh my god, I thought you were talking about a real person. I didn't know he was fictional. Yeah, he's half white, half Chinese. I'm gonna look up ER's mom right now. Let's see. Okay. I was right. Lee Chin was born in Malaysia, but her herself is not really Malaysian blood. She's probably like completely Chinese and stuff. I know it's a video game. That's why it sounds sketchy. I'm gonna check out and see what Charlie Brown's up to now. What he's doing. Okay, he made a couple videos today. One is called Why. He made three. He made Stop Messaging Me Red PMs where he like talked in a weird voice. Then he says why you should use Craigslist. He says Combine Copycat Stop by Grandma. Okay, well he's going back into true crime for sure. I didn't think, yeah, Loki. I didn't think he would be going down this road. I thought he said he's gonna stop. Like in his car vlog, he said that he felt he was overdoing the true crime, and that he was only doing it for his subs. And he said he wasn't doing the kind of videos he wanted to do. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want any of his stands flying in my video down. Let's see what the other guy, Monkey Boy, is doing. Hello? Gosh, Monkey's got like 100,000 subs now, 160,000 subs. Yeah, I wish so too, G. But like I said, I can't do anything about it. We can't because, like I said, I don't go on another YouTube channel and tell them what videos they should and should not make. I mean, ESL addressed the issue and he ignored her, and it's not nice of him to do. I mean, and I kind of did too. Um, and it's really sad. It's really sad. The path he decided to come since he made that October video. You know the one I'm talking about. He said, "I don't want to make ER videos anymore and stop harassing me." So I guess I should tell you guys to stop to never ask me about true crime and never ask me about the Bexar County Jane Doe. How much of an idiot would I sound then? Okay, in my parts, well, I'm getting they're letting in. Okay, that makes sense. G, I agree. The girl who's being harassed by the chat, I was saying what her ethnicity was. I made a mistake in part two. I misread it. So she is probably most likely Jordanian descent. If I'm correct on that, if she and her sister are seeing this, please correct me on that. But like, because she did an interview and she talked about that country, Jordan. So she's of Jordanian descent. But I said Pakistani, something she was mixed or so. But no, she's not. It was just some. I kept reading. It said something about Pakistan, but it's not what it was at all. Well, listen. No, but what just pisses me off, G, is, and I was saying it is sexism on YouTube. It's an issue. I started this kind of campaign a bit, and but even before Charlie said that he hated ER and he made videos about, he was making videos about him like 4 times a day, and at an unhealthy rate. Even ESL would never do that, and people weren't giving him flack and calling him a psychopath or calling him weird. But on all her older videos, everybody's constantly bashing her and calling her psychopath. And I think some people feel, and I'll be honest with you, that they could just pick on a female and get away with it. They'll be fine. But some people feel inside if they try picking on a guy like that, they won't get away with it. And it's a sexist bias thing. And I addressed that in part 2, but it seems to be an issue. It's not just ESL or the girl that the chat is bothering, but it's a lot of other YouTubers in general. People feel they could just easily pick on her and be mean, but when a guy does the same thing, he's okay. He's just doing it for fun and games. So that's why I don't like seeing it. The inconsistencies. I'll put it like that. You know, I'm just so stupid. You know what I should have done last week? Where I am, there's an electronics store, and it had a silver microphone similar to the one that Bass Shaman used. Shoot. I can say his name. Sorry, this is the one that Charlie used, not Bass Shaman. 2 different guys. And similar to the one that hiding in my room used as well. And it was $70. Why didn't I buy it? And I said, okay, this is big. I can't carry it around. And now it's gone. And now I see this like dorky looking one for $100. So I should have just bought it last week. Because in my screen camera videos, you know the 2 ones I already did yesterday. I have to talk like this in those ones because it doesn't pick up the sound that well, especially where I was yesterday. There's a lot of talking. But if I had the microphone, it would have been able to pick up the sound much better. I know that for a fact. Just checking my Instagram right now. Where are we? Maybe, but... Oh, cool. Probably look at it later tonight, Brad. Well, yeah, G. I had, like I said, I had to kind of speak with a deeper, more like masculine voice because if I talk with my normal voice, it wouldn't have picked up the sound very well. I had to go really low for me to even for it to even register in the video. That's why like ESL told me about the screen camera, and I told her myself, it still gives me problems. Sometimes the problem with the screen camera is it either would just cut off too quickly, or it would not pick up the sound quality as well. So that's why first the ESL did tell me about it a while back. I was a little reluctant to use it, but now I'm using it now. I'm using it more frequently. But I do know that I need to eventually get a microphone for it. Oh yeah, that's a good game, Brad. I don't remember that game. It's been a while. Hey, Brad, did you hear Russell Westbrook put up a triple-double last night? Let me see the stats for Russell Westbrook. I take him over Curry because for some reason he plays with a lot more heart than Curry. And the problem with Curry is that he relies heavily on his three-point shot, like so much. Like, let's say he's struggling with shooting the three, but in order to help his team get back into the game, he needs to score. He still needs to score, but he's struggling with his three. He's done. So Westbrook had 23 points, 13 rebounds, and 15 assists, 2 blocks, and 1 steal. So good all-around numbers on his part. Drummond. Let's see how Drummond is doing. Oh yeah, I heard they blew a 30-point lead yesterday. It was just so. Okay, no, it was against. Yeah, I think it was against the Pelicans. Like they blew a 30-point lead. I can't remember. Was it against the Pelicans? They blew a 30-point lead. Yeah, it's just 1 o'clock. So you schedule at 1. Sometimes most of the time I start a bit early. It's just like so my subscribers are usually aware of it. I can't play music or play my guitar here because this is not my house. I'm gonna do this. But when I move, I might be living not too far from Carrie Lynn, and hopefully me and her Maybe if I go to London or St. Mary's or what have you, or wherever she is, I don't really care. Oh, I do care, but like, I can make a video there with her. Who knows? The first YouTuber I might collaborate with might be our good friend Carrie. So imagine that, me and Carrie in a video together. That would be sick. It was me and Carrie. I mean, Carrie's giving me a lot of support, and she knows me the most. And her stream yesterday was very educational to watch. It was a very educational stream, and she pointed. Yeah, that was it's sick stat line, Brad. Sick stat line by Brody last night. It was amazing. I didn't watch the game, but it was good. Like, people say he's a stat pattern, but I think the triple doubles are just coming naturally to him. Like with Oscar Robertson, they came naturally with him too. Nobody was saying he was a stat pattern. He's showboating. It just came naturally. Yeah, but like Carrie pointed out in her stream last night that yeah, that would be an awesome collab. Would definitely maybe like I'd love to collab with all of you, but unfortunately, got to be just a little realistic at times and realize that it won't happen anytime soon because you and G and all you guys are far away. But like I said, Carrie knows about me. I know about her. She knows about what I do for life, living kind of thing, and I know about her as well. So I'm saying, me and her. The first time you might see me collab with another YouTuber, it might be most likely, or definitely, will be Carrie and Lynn. I can tell you that. Yeah, I'm thinking of Leanne Bubbly because she knows exactly where I'm filming my videos right now, but she's in France right now, I think, doing some business, so I don't think I'll be able to see her anytime soon. The sisters that were being bullied, I talked about in my Saturday stream, I don't think they're going to collab with anybody for a while because they're in a situation where they feel they're afraid to trust anybody. Not just me, but anybody in general. So yeah, most likely will be Carolyn. And she revealed something I didn't know. Maybe I knew, but I just forgot or just brushed it off. Is that we have the documents of, and it's public knowledge now about ER's his documents about when he signed the leases and stuff. And the last one he signed was May 20th, 2013. And so he didn't sign a lease on May 20th of 2014. So I think what we were saying in this room was right last night, that he probably said to the landlord or whoever that he's going to move out. Just give me a week and I'll be out. And he only needed 3 days to do what he did. So that week never came. And the rest is history, sadly. And I'm not going to be like Charlie Brown or the Monkey Boy or SD, the guy who's all his stands attack ESL. I hate, because I don't hate him. With ER, I have a bit of a 50-50 mindset. Because up until December of 2012, even a little bit into 2013, he seemed like a normal guy. He seemed like a regular guy, but like though he had these problems, as so they say, it seems like so many people have it, and all of us can relate to it. But the only thing I don't relate to him is that he gave up too easily. If he was patient and if he went things about the right way, he would eventually found that special someone. And when he talks about the Chads, the Chads and these obnoxious brutes, he thought that he should be like them, it feels like at times. When rather, well, he didn't say he feel like he should be like them, but he feels like he was transitioning in 2014 to an attitude that was like them. And when there's somebody you hate and they're taking away everything you want, you got to be better than them. You got to be a nicer person than them. I just wish ER realized that. And I was telling this to ESL last night. I was telling to ESL that what I would do is I would go back to somewhere 2012. I was struggling to make friends myself at that time. I would have chipped in. I would have helped him. I don't know how he would have been, if he would have been open. Maybe he might have in 2012, because even though I was like 14 and he would have been about 20, and he would have been playing. I'd invite him like every Saturday to my house for a barbecue and stuff. And yeah, he'd probably meet girls and female friends. And every time I'd say, "Go for it, Elliot," and I tell him to try. And every time he tries, he improves. And so that's how he would get better. And in 2014, that's when I really tried getting it with my special somebody. I don't mean getting in that in a sexual way. No. But I mean communicating. It was starting to prove. So in this case, me and him met at the same time, hung out together. Me and him would have evolved. So by the time 2014 came, he would have been a much more improved man and a much better person, I can tell you. And he would have eventually found his way. I mean, I really feel he could have. Good way, not what he did on May 23rd, but a good way. And who knows? Maybe he could have met somebody like ESL, somebody who did care about him and appreciate him. But I think he was hanging out the wrong group of kids, and he was hanging around the wrong crowds, and what he was wanting, he wouldn't have gotten it there, sadly. So, yeah, because I wouldn't have been bailed on him I don't think I would have bailed on him like Andy Chan or Philip or this guy James. I don't think I would have bailed on him like that. Because people who have a lot of friends who are very sociable and seem like they could just make friends and be friends with anybody, people like that sometimes have a hard time not saying all do, because I can't just judge all people like that, but a lot of them have a hard time understanding what the difficulties it could be sometimes, and a lot of them they don't understand or they don't get it. They think they say, oh, he's so depressed all the time. We can't bring this guy around. It's not nice. But I heard with him and Andy, they started talking again, but maybe through social media or something, but not in person. They didn't start hanging out. So a lot of times Andy didn't want ER with his group of friends. Seemed like I'm not too sure. Yeah, so would I have, Bradley. And I think he would have liked to. It was 2012 especially, and you're 4 years older than him. I think he would have liked to hang out with you. I mean, you're a Southern guy, and you probably would have given him some good tips and given him some good advice. I really feel you would have, Bradley. It's just so sad because the mystery, the legacy is now just a big what if. That's all it can mean. But nothing's wrong with it being a what if, because we can prevent situations like this. And no, I'm not saying there's going to be future him versions of ERs, but the people who felt the same way he felt and stuff. So that's why when I see Charlie and the Monkey Boy making fun of him, I don't like it. But there are people who felt the way he did. I'm not saying all of them are going to be driven to do the same thing he did, but a lot have felt this way. So that's why I don't like what they do on their channel sometimes. It's no disrespect to them as people, because I don't know them, but yeah. Just letting you know, my guy Andre Drummond is averaging 15.7 rebounds a game. Insane.
Pistons hosting the Hawks.
And he's averaging 50. He's averaging 15.1 points, 15.7 rebounds, and he's improving as a rim protector. 1.6 steals, 1.6 blocks, and 3.6 assists. Shooting 53.5% from the field and 62.5% from the free throw line. So he's definitely having a breakout season finally. And yeah, I think the All-Star game is this weekend. So Porzingis is out for the season, at least 10 months. That's insane. Porzingis is good. He's listed 7'3", but he's probably 7'2" tall, because they list them all with shoes. Averaging 6.6 rebounds a game for a guy his height and size is very underwhelming. Very underwhelming. As much as I like him, it's very underwhelming to be averaging that little rebounds for a guy his height. See, rebounding is not always about height, I noticed, because Charles Barkley is 6'4" and and he led the NBA in rebounding. Then you got a guy who's like Yao Ming, who's 7'6" tall, and he at best he probably averaged 9 or 10 rebounds, which is not great for a center his size. It's not great. It's okay, but it's actually underwhelming. Because rebounding is not about height. Because the reason why the tallest players in NBA history weren't the best rebounders is because most of the rebounding battles are decided below the basket, under the rim. And there's a hustle opportunities as well. And some of the tallest guys in in NBA history lack the mobility to keep up with that pressure. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's a bit of a head game. It's a mental game. It's not just height and size in this case. Since I got 3 people watching, you guys still here? You guys just disappear. Okay. Okay, Lilawin is in. I'm going to tell her to come to my, because she said she wants to join today's stream. So I'm going to ask her to come in, kindly join me. I still got about an hour, so she could just join this. I'll be fine. I'll just tell her, hey, I'm... Hey, Lilawin, how you doing? I'm good. I love your videos. In fact, I just went to yours and I commented and said, please join my stream. So guys, please be sure to check out Lilawin Price. If you're into true crime, if you're into active cold cases, you'll like her too. And Lilawin Price is a good YouTuber. She's got great content. And Lilawin, I'm not sure if you saw this, but I'm going to be taking on the role as like a main advocate for the Bexar County Jane Doe. Like how Lesha is the like in charge of the El Dorado Jane Doe case, like how Carl's in charge of the Walker County Jane Doe case. Bexar County Jane Doe from 1990, she will be mine. And yesterday I finally found from Carl, of course, the images of what Bexar County's clothing looked like. Well, I've seen images of the clothing before point in time, but it was always in black and white, and I didn't know the correct thing. I didn't know what it actually looked like. And it makes a big deal because I've been depicting it wrong. Carl's been depicting it wrong. And all the other artists have been depicting it wrong because we had no clue what the colors were. So it's a big break in the case. And yeah, so please be sure, Lilo, and if you haven't, check out, I did a 13-part series to the Walker County Jane Doe case because Carl said that, I think he said on his Facebook that he's not going to be doing his reconstructions much longer anymore because he was only able to do it a lot for the past few years because he got laid off, I think, as an accountant, and he was being a caretaker for his 94-year-old mother, and she died last year. And he doesn't really get paid for this. And somebody was asking, well, Carl, can you get paid? And he said, yeah, he got offers from like different organizations, but they want him to move to Virginia. And I said, and someone asked, why would they need him to move to Virginia? It's an online thing. He doesn't need to. He does such a great job on his reconstruction because a lot of UIDs and a lot of cases would still be unsolved if it wasn't for his reconstructions. I can guarantee you that a lot of them would still be unsolved. Like there's no other reconstruction artist who's as good as him. There's really good ones, not to take away from them, like Karen T. Taylor, Hellbeasts, and then one that the NCMEC does, they're okay sometimes. I'll be honest, I'm not disrespecting them. If anybody works here for the NCMEC, I'm not disrespecting you guys at all because I love what you do. But the Walker County Jane Doe one is okay-ish. She looks more like Hispanic. They make her look more Hispanic in that depiction, when she's just white Caucasian. That's what they found in her. And but I think their reconstruction for the Rancho Cucamonga Jane Doe from 1979, that one is a really good one. I did a video about it. I might have taken it down because I didn't like how I did it the first time, but I did take down my 2 videos of the Guadalupe Jane Doe from 1978. But this year I have to redo it because it's going to be the 40th anniversary of her case, and she was killed by Ronald Lanfair and Diane Jessinger, and they're just full of, you know what it is. They're full of it. I can't swear now because YouTube's like being really strict now. YouTube's being really strict. You know, Lilawin, I'm not sure if you've been told, but the reason why YouTube's been really strict is because of the new CEO. Her name is Susan Wojcicki, and she's trying to turn YouTube into a completely um, family friendly forum. And but then if you feel content is like too graphic, then people only 18 and above should watch it. So that's why I put some of my videos on private, like, or some stuff, because not everybody should watch it. Because with like my videos, well, I'll be honest with you guys, it's not for kids. Most of it is not for kids. Like my activism and cool kids videos are definitely not for kids. One of my only videos that are for kids, maybe my NBA videos, but even that sometimes. But like they're not for kids. So I just got to. That's why I have to make this one, not for kids. And yeah, I'm gonna have to put like an age restriction on my UID videos because people are getting like acting too weird and stuff. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes people are acting weird and stuff. So I gotta put an age restriction, I believe. Yeah. So I'm actually looking in the camera right now. How this? I answer the questions. I look. Yeah. Yeah, it's true, but I don't like what this new CEO is doing. She's kind of ripping off. And if you go to her if you go to her channel, she has like 2 videos up, and you see the ratio of dislikes to likes. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And now I'm thinking about this. I want to be a CEO of YouTube. Like, how do people get to be CEO of YouTube? I want to do the same kind of thing. Yeah, gee, I would actually look very familiar about that. I was going to do one about the Virginia Tech shooting. Sung Yi Cho was going to do one about the Ala Vista killings. Melly Roger was going to do one about the granny killer from Russia. They don't know who he is. I found out about it actually from Criminally Listed. So it happened in 2012. Yeah, that would be a good series, G. It was from 2012, and it was from 2012, and like 36 different women, I believe, were murdered by a guy who's believed to be in his mid-20s, had East Asian features, they say. And he would make up BS saying he was a cleanup guy, he was a landlord, he was a mechanic, and all that shenanigans. And he got in there and stuff. But there's footage of a couple guys they believe could potentially be him. But since this footage was released, the killer stopped for some reason. So it might have been, but they just can't catch the guy. Good friend Leanne. Well, okay, she's my friend, but I'm not her friend because she's the lone wolf. But I'm on her. She just posted a. Oh, that's cute. Oh, check out Leanne Bubbly's Instagram, guys. She's actually a friend of mine, but I'm not her friend though because she's a lone wolf. But she's giving me support. She's actually helped me out a bit, and she's from Canada too. She's walking with 2 horses and her like 3 dogs. This is just so awesome. Aww. So cute. You're so cute. Wish you could have. I agree with you all. I agree with you all. So I was just trying to keep up. I was just checking. I don't know. I thought Kaylee does have she does have ads on her videos. So I think she does. Let me check. Oh my gosh, I wish I had as many subs as her. Because I'm doing it very differently than everybody who does the true crime stuff. I'm not doing it where I just make one video about the case and that's it. I'm doing it where I go into more detail. I talk about web sleuths perspective. I talk about potential leads. I tell out what to look for and what not to look for. And I do it differently. That's why with Walker County Jane Doe I have a series, and that's why with Bexar County Jane Doe I have a series. So I'm doing it a bit differently than how they do it. Oh my gosh, Kaylee has like 322,000 subs. I wish I had that many subs, but eventually you'll get there. I'm gonna see. Does her videos? Do they have ads on there? But the funny thing is, though she has that many subs, her most popular video only has 851,000 views. Because I know YouTubers who just have like 10,000 subs and their videos have like millions of views. It's weird. Sometimes the amount of views and subs you have, they don't correlate. It's a weird one. Oh yeah, I agree with you guys both there. Yeah, she does have ads. I'm watching one right now. She does have ads on her videos. But like I said, I had a couple offers for partnership. I rejected them both. A couple guys keep like emailing me, asking me if I want. And I said no. I said thank you. Thanks for the offer, but I'm fine for right now. And that's it. And they understood. So I will not yet, but when I reach well over 1,000 subs, I'm going to be setting up a Patreon account. With that Patreon account, there's a few things I want to do. So it's funding for a new camera for me, a new microphone, a green screen if I need one, and I want to go down to Texas, and I want to visit the graves of Walker County Jane Doe and the graves of the Bexar County Jane Doe. But I have no clue where the Bexar County Jane Doe was buried. Maybe I'll have to ask Carl for that. Yeah, BitChute is a bit of a nightmare for me right now. I uploaded like a couple of videos, but like I can only go into it. My account, I can only see my videos if I'm like logged into my account. So let's say a general person like you guys just went into BitChute and look at Victor Lyons TV, because that's my name on BitChute. You can't find my videos. And I emailed BitChute about that issue last night. They haven't gotten back to me yet, but hopefully they could resolve the issue. I really think they could. Loki, are you still here? Let me see. Loki. Okay, yeah, Loki. Please don't walk out, Loki. You're awesome. I said, oh my gosh. Had a video. Hey Loki, why would you leave? Yeah, so I did comment on Lindsay. I was just trolling when I said, why do you take down your videos? Why did you go? Like, she didn't take down her channel. She just cut all her videos, and I have no clue why she did that. Maybe she was getting a lot of hate because she was acting appropriately, so that's why she took down her videos. And I just trolled and said, why don't you come back? Maybe next time I'll say, look, I want to help you out. I want to support you. But I won't give you money. I'll just get you a Big Mac combo, or an original chicken sandwich combo, or an oven roasted chicken sandwich from Subway. Will you like that? Will you start her making videos again if I do that? Maybe she will. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Okay, G. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah. Needs to do that. Yeah, we just wish ESL and Carrie and everyone would join in. I really wish they do join in. Lilwin, what country are you from again, if you don't mind me asking? From the States, okay. What? Everyone will actually look. How do you only have like 15 subs? Your channel's so great. You deserve more. Okay, you did the Princess Town Jane Doe, the Lady of the Dunes, and people are saying that they think she was an extra from Jaws, the 1975 movie, because they filmed the scene in Massachusetts, and they think she was that extra. But there's no confirming of that. I actually did another video about the Mount Vernon Jane Doe yesterday. It was the 30th anniversary of it. Okay, cool. It was 30th anniversary of her case, but yeah, they don't know who she is yet. They don't know who killed her. So she wasn't being murdered, but I'm not sure. It's a weird one. What the hell? Dude, there's a $60 million lawsuit against Steve Harvey. Oh, because it's been dismissed. Okay, never mind. The Miami Heat says no minutes restriction on Wade, but why is he not starting? Because he's 36, he's past his prime, his best days are ahead. Maybe they feel he's not best for their team right now. Because Dwayne Wade in let's say 2006, he's not that Dwayne Wade anymore. He's definitely not that version anymore. Like those days are okay. The Raptors are top of the East, but I'm not sure if that counts as anything because. Cleveland might not even make it to the finals this year because even last year, you could tell though they made it to the finals, they were starting to fall off just slightly. And you can't say it's because LeBron didn't have a good supporting cast because he always gets what he wants and he can make it work. So what is that? You're gonna blame that a weak supporting cast on that? No. If you do, that's just stupid. Excuse me, but. Just checking out Keisha and Mal's video. I'm not playing the sound because I don't want to get like anything, but like they're a couple friends of mine. Yeah, their stuff looks good. If you guys haven't checked them out, it's called "A Walk in a Fat Woman's Shoes." The girl and the woman on the left, her name is Mal. The woman on the right, her name is Keisha. They're really fun to watch. I watch them sometimes, especially on Fridays when they do Turn It Up Fridays and they do the Eat and Chat mukbangs. It's a lot of fun to watch those. You don't need to be, Rowan. You don't need to be. Yeah, I've heard that one. And that's what they're saying with Beth Doe, that she would have spent for like about with Beth Doe from 1976. They're saying that she originated from Central Europe. So she was born there. She spent a significant amount of time there. But in the last 5 to 10 years of her life, she would have spent time in a southern state like Oklahoma. I'm not sure if you heard that, Lilwin, but that's what they're saying about Beth Doe now. Beth Doe is just a tragic one. How could somebody do that to somebody and get away with it? I never got that. I still don't. Can I drag an image? Let me see. Let me try and see if this works. It's gonna be random. Let's see. Okay, no, it won't let me drag an image in the live chat. That sucks. I can drag a link, but I can drag an image, and I hate that. I hate that I can't drag an image. talking about sexism in the YouTube community. I talk about why haven't they? Well, why haven't they? But like, would it still be there, or would it have decomposed or like crumbled to pieces by now? Because that's been like, I don't know, 44 years. So can they still do that? So it's a bone. So, but like, would it fade out? Would the information they need, would it still be there? Would it be gone forever? Like in 45 minutes, I'm gonna end this thing, guys. Just let you know. So who still is it? Is it just me and Lilwin, or is G still here? Is Bradley still here? Because there's one way to check to see who's still there. If you kind of like do the @ symbol and like type in their name, you'll still find them there. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Lilwin, you didn't join in my Saturday stream part 2, but I was telling my subs that stream has given me 45 new subs, and that's part 2. My stream has given me 140 new views. Not sure if you check that one out. I get a little emotional. I cry. I talk about a girl who's going through a tough time on YouTube, and I talk about sexism in the YouTube community. So I address that, and I'm getting a lot of support for that. So whoever put me out there, just thank you guys. Okay, Brad, thank goodness you're still here. Because it was like me and like, okay, good stuff. No, I'm gonna use my thumbnail. I think after I'm done this, of course, and I post it, I'm gonna use oven roasted chicken. Yeah, I'm gonna use oven roasted chicken as that's my thumbnail, because that is what I ate in part 1. If you guys didn't watch it. See, there it is. I'm gonna put that as my thumbnail. Not yet, but like after I'm done this stream. My hair's fixing. It's like flipping down. I'm gonna go on Websooth right now, guys. How about that, y'all? I'm gonna go on Websooth. I know I shouldn't be saying y'all. That's Loki's. That's Loki. That's low. She should actually copyright y'all. I shouldn't be even saying it. Let me see. I'm gonna see if there's any news about the Walker County Jane Doe right now. Is there anything new? Because I always check if there's anything new, so I do another part. But like lately, there hasn't been anything that's been urging me to do another part. I'm surprised if nobody's like, I'm surprised. I'm not trying to sound like an egotist, but like I'm surprised that nobody's ever like mentioned me on Websooth to say, hey, have you checked out Victor Lyons? He's actually making a series about this. Like, I'm actually still surprised. Maybe these people are not on YouTube as much. Maybe that's what it could be. Okay, so they're talking about Websooth and Walker County Jane Doe. They're talking about the possibility of it being bed and rose. I already talked about that in part 1. Oh, okay, guys. I just got this in. This is from Carl Coleman. He posted yesterday at 2:21 p.m. I got another tip on the Walker County Jane Doe. Not sure if it is credible, but it is something interesting. I had to redact the tipster's name and the name of the Huntsville residents. Okay, because you have to do that for their protection. So I'm just going to read you this tip. Pay attention, guys. I'm going to read you this tip, and this is a new one. The Carl Coleman. A while back, I saw the Walker County Jane Doe feature on my Facebook feed. At first, I wonder why I didn't remember the case, since there had to be a Huntsville media blitz. But then I didn't take the newspaper or listen to the radio. Anyway, some details in the article triggered a memory of a young girl my husband and I gave a ride to from Oakhurst to Huntsville years ago. How long ago? When people say years ago, I don't know what this person means by years ago, because this is 38 years. The photo didn't jump out at me, but the clothing similarity was spot on necklace, yellow clothing, strappy sandals. My nagging gut feeling says the young girl was possibly this Jane Doe. She didn't give a name, but that I recollect that she was from a but she did say she was from around this path. At the time, I wasn't familiar with that area and asked if I was near three visits a town Dad had talked about. When I asked about family, she offered, "Who cares?" My first thought was she may be a runaway from Juneau. Okay, dropped her off at blah blah blah. I'm saying blah 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 because that's redacted, so we don't so the person is safe. House on 13th Street in Huntsville, and I think he may have worked at TDC. I don't know what TDC is. I don't know why my husband thought she could stay there or how he knew that. I knew the daughters from school. Later on, when I asked him hear anything else how she was doing, he said she had headed somewhere else. I didn't notice the model of the car, whatever car it was, but he may have been the one that dropped her off at the service station. If he did work for TDC, maybe she was trying to contact him. The redacted girls may remember something, but I don't even know if they were still living at home at the time. Irregardless, do you think this information will provide any leads in South Trace? I contacted and shared this information a few months ago. Okay, I'm gonna post this in the description. If the girl keeps telling people who cares, what if this is Walker County and Jane Doe, guys? Okay, there's the link. It's on page 176. Okay, I'm going to check about Buckskin Girl. I'm going to see if there's any updates of the Buckskin Girl case. If there's anything new, because it's been a while, guys, since I kept up with. Okay, nothing that I. Okay, Carl. They're asking about because they say, okay, this is probably basic info, but I missed it. But Buckskin Girl was found barefoot, right? Were her feet super collapsed, or did it seem like maybe she took her own shoes off in the car and then was murdered? I feel that could be potentially a clue. Carl responded, saying, "As I recall, I'm not exactly sure where it was stated, but her bare feet. That is to say, she had not been walking around barefoot." Okay, makes sense. So I'm also going to put this link in the chat, guys, so you guys can check it out because you guys can do your own homework on this. Okay, so there it is. I posted 2 links to websites, guys. Everything you need to know about this case, it should be right there for you guys. It's easy to access. I'm going to see if there's anything on Bexar County Jane Doe, because that's why I wanted to take on the responsibility of this case, because there was not enough information. Nothing new. Oh, okay. There's like 2 different like websites threads of her. Yeah, November 1st, 1990. That's correct. Okay. They were thinking she could be Janet Dulgay. Dulgay? I'm not sure. Similar look. I don't think she's the Jane Doe. I don't, because Janet has been ruled out as many different UIDs. People kept bringing her up for the Yonkers Jane Doe from 1992, and I can tell you I don't think it's her. So yeah, there was Cantu written, and this is what Spring Gray, and this is the girl who runs who was Buckskin Girl page. Props, shout out to her. Maybe Cantu wasn't her last name, but a friend or boyfriend. Although it could be very odd, obviously, to have written that on her pant leg, unless it was hers. Makes me think of this UID who had Julie or Julep written on her bra. Yeah, Spring Gray is talking about the Prokowski County Jane Doe from '81. Maybe either or both of them had been homeless and didn't want their clothes getting mixed up with the others, so they labeled them. I think it seems like domestic abuse. I could be completely off, but it seems to have been markings on it, and it would have come for a lack of missing persons reports or brushes off as she just ran off. Family tries to take it to LE states she's an adult and has the right to run away. Off topic, but there are around 40,000 UIDs in the United States currently, and domestic abuse is such a huge issue. I'm quite sure there are a few victims of that. It is an underrepresented issue, I believe, and is a huge one. Yes, it is, Spring Gray, and I agree 110%. And this is another person named C. Valdez said, I share clothes with friends all the time as a teen. And as a teen at the same time as Jane Doe, could we borrow clothes? Okay, yeah, there's nothing really new on this case. That's why I'm going to make more videos about it. That's why I uploaded some more. Oh, you guys still there? Or did you guys leave? Just gonna. Oh gosh, it just scared the shit out of me. Laugh out loud. Put the volume down on that video. Okay, there. Trying to just fix a file. See if this works. Scared me. Okay, let's see what's going on in the chat. Okay, it's still here. I'm trying to. Sorry, not trying to record. I just finished. Okay, good stuff. G. Yeah, did you just see I was reading the new accounts for the Bexar County Jane Doe and Buxton Girl and Walker County Jane Doe? They're not new accounts, but I just found them interesting to read, so that's why I read it. So it's possible. Okay. I just uploaded a new song. Gosh, the thing is so darn loud. Turn this thing down. Let me just take this thing off. Just take the thing off. Works that way. Okay. Whew. Gosh. Still. I want to leave this stream up after I'm done with it. I'm not going to like take it down or anything because there's no reason to. So I'm going to keep this one up, and you guys will watch it. You guys will be able to enjoy it afterwards. So I hope you guys really do. Hold on, let me just check something. No, I did not. Okay, never mind. You guys have any questions for me? You guys have anything you want to know? That's how we keep the stream going. If you guys have any questions for me, please ask some. Is there anything you want to know? Anything, guys? So I'm thinking of ending the stream like 10 minutes. So if you guys like any last questions, anything last you still got here, please let me know. Anything you're curious to know, please just tell me. Please ask away because I'm only going to be here for like 10 minutes and I've got to be going. So, and this was my last mukbang of probably 2018. My last lunchtime 1 p.m. mukbang. This is the last one. And Lilo, and I'm so glad you were able to join in. So thank you very much for that. I greatly appreciate that. I don't really care about the All-Star game, bro, because it's like boring to watch. They just stand out there and let everybody dunk. So I don't really care for anybody in the All-Star game. I used to always support the West. Even though my Pistons are in the East, I always just go root for the West. Who do you root for in the All-Star game, Bradley? Anything else, guys, you wanted to know? Well, he's going to be on the West. Okay, yes, I have 3. Ask them. They're not going to be anything stupid, but okay, I'll put them in the chat. Okay. Okay, I'll do that, Brad. I'll send it to you right now. How about this? I type it up, send it to you. I'll go to okay, I'll go to okay. I got 3. Is a second pick, or is he just overhyped? Is he just a hype drive? Right immediate. Okay, so Brad, I'm going to give you a mix of sports and true crime in this one. Okay, so the first 2 are going to be sports related, and the one is going to be a true crime. Also, do you think the Packers, Giants, and others? Who was the more psychotic between me? Okay, send them. Okay, so one question deals with. I'll just give it to you. The first question deals with Lonzo Ball. Second question deals with the New York Giants. This third question is Sung-Yi Cho and Elliot Rodgers. Because I'm just curious to know what your take on this is. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say everything right now because I would like you to answer them, but I just sent it to you right there. Okay, guys, so I'm back at it, and I just want to say thank you for coming out to my stream. Thank you for enjoying sitting down with me for over an hour, and thank you for being part of this. It was lots of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to be doing this. This was my last mukbang for 20. So I did about 5 or 6 of them. They were all pretty fun. So yeah, this is it, and there's going to be no more of these. I'm sorry, guys, but this place I go, I won't have the time and space to do these anymore. But I'll still be doing like slideshow videos, actives and cold cases, and maybe freestyle live streams. And what I'm explaining is freestyle is streams that are not planned. This is a planned stream, so I won't be doing any more planned streams for now. I can tell you. So guys, have a good one. Have a good weekend.